Okay, cool. Okay, hi everybody. Happy Tuesday. I think we're just over halfway through the month. This is when everyone starts to die off, and I just want to like amp up some momentum for you guys tonight. I'm feeling jazzed. I've been in the car all day, so I am truly like ready to rally. So I wanted to talk about ranking up, and I know several of you guys are pushing for rank up this month. Like historically speaking, I think March is the best month of the year, corporate wide. We always host like incredible incentives. It's a long month, so you have a few extra days to work towards your goals. It's just a great month. I feel like we've always had an Ad 6 incentive, and so it's just been so much fun historically. And I know several of you guys are pushing for a rank. So if you are pushing for a rank, or you have a level 1 or level 2 pushing for a rank up, can y'all just drop in the chat what that goal is and who it is that's going for the rank up? I would love to just like celebrate those for a second. Haley O gold, senior ruby for Allie, senior gold, silver, gold, senior gold, silver, senior silver, gold. Oh my goodness, I love all these. This like takes me back. If y'all don't know who I am, I've been here 6 years, literally last month. I'm Emerald. I'm Chandler, by the way, if y'all don't know me. Y'all check out the chat because there is an incredible amount of people pushing for a rank up this month, and I'm here for all of this energy. I have several girls who are going to be sharing some of their tips tonight on just like what rank up month looks like, because it is drastically different than just a normal month of business. And so I wanted to bring them on because they're all like pushing for a rank up or have recently ranked up in the last 90 days. And I just wanted them to share some like real life examples of what it takes to go rank up. I'm still seeing all these come through in the chat and I am loving it. Haley Ross Emerald, what up, girl? Okay, so first let's talk about just ranking up in general. If you guys have not projected a rank or a rank up, I encourage you to grab your sponsor, map that out, because you've got to get excited about this business and adding people to your organization and truly setting some like smart goals. I know we're all taught that in high school. But it is so important to have goals and to like have a plan and to know what you're working towards, as opposed to just willy-nilly like adding a person here or making a post here and seeing what happens each month. Like if we're intentional each month going into it, we're going to set that precedent for what work needs to get done on a day-to-day basis, maybe a week-to-week basis. And truly, there's nothing like a rank up month. I've birthed 2 children. One of them, I did it unmedicated. I have had some wild highs in my life. There is no energy like a rank up month. Like I am getting hives just talking about it. I think even more fun than ranking up myself, like pure transparently, is helping my team rank up. I have a level 2 going for Emerald this month. I have got several other girls going for gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby. Like it truly is so much fun just to watch their energy, watch them step into leadership. And more than anything, like watch them doing uncomfortable things. Like what we do with network marketing can be scary. It can be foreign. When I first started, very skeptical, but like watching these girls grow through confidence because they're starting to do things outside of their familiar zone is the coolest thing ever. So I wanted to share something, and this is why I was late. I wanted to share something really fast. But before I show you guys a video, I'm sure some of y'all have seen this. I quit my job 4 years ago. Bizarre. 4 years ago, almost exactly. I did not know I was pregnant at the time when I quit. Totally a God thing. And I also did not know we were going to get hit with a nationwide pandemic. And I actually worked in medical cells, so I was in and out of hospitals, a totally another God thing, because I did not want to expose myself to that type of environment while pregnant. So I quit my job, had no idea what I was doing, and like externally, you probably would have thought I was like the most confident person on the face of the earth, but internally, I was fighting so many fears of failure. I was truly paralyzed in my tracks with all things Plexus. People were telling me, you're going to be Jewel, you're going to go Emerald, like you've got it all together, you're in sales, you know what you're doing. And I heard them, but I didn't believe them. Internally, everything was telling me, your team is going to quit. You don't know what to do to be successful. You're not cut out for this. Like, I truly was terrified. And so there was a long season of my business where I didn't do anything because I was terrified of failing. But this specific season, I had to make it work. I mentioned I was pregnant. I had just quit my job. So I gave up like $65,000 a year with my corporate sales job, plus a free company car that came with like all free maintenance, all free gas, everything. Like people thought I was insane for walking away because I was Ruby, but I was only holding senior gold points. People thought I was insane. My own family was like, you are ridiculous. Like that's the worst mistake of your life. And I believed it. So this specific season, like I had to figure this out. It was either I figure this out or I birthed my baby in a couple of months and I put her in daycare to go back to a corporate sales job. And I did not want to do that. Like did not. And so I had to figure it out. And so this specific season, I got really gritty with lots of personal development. I read probably 6 books in 6 months, if not more. I was listening to podcasts every single day. I honestly like stopped listening to outside voices. So I don't think I scrolled at all. Everything on social media was creation, not absorption. I stopped watching TV because it just wasted my time and was not aligning with my goals. And I only surrounded myself with people who are like positively moving forward. Like if they had something negative to say or were in a season of inactivity in their business, I did not want to be around them because my shift had to be growth and more income, or else truly my husband was going to make me go back to work. So all things to say, this specific season, I overcome a ton of doubts. I overcame a drastic breakthrough in my business. And like, this was the first time I intentionally worked for several months on end. And to see the fruit from it was like the coolest moment. I think this moment exceeded my Emerald rank up, by the way. So here's this. I'm not positive if y'all can hear this. I probably need to share my screen. Hold on. Can y'all see this? Jordan, can you give me a thumbs up?
Yes, we can see it.
Baller. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the volume's gonna work.
I got it. Holy cow. You should have given. Congrats, dear. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. That's all I can hold.
I'm so excited. Oh, thanks so much. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh,
Let's start working on Emerald now.
oh my gosh. I'm so funny. Okay, go to your live. Okay, go to your live video.
She needs to take a nap.
I have to go to the call. Bye.
Okay. I'm sure that nobody else loves that as much as I do. How do I get back to my screen? Where is my screen? Oh my gosh, y'all, for real, where is my screen?
I think it's a stop share at the top.
New share. No. Stop share. Haha. Got it. Okay, cool. Anyways, okay, so here are my top 3 tips, and then I've got several girls sharing like a couple of minutes worth of things. Okay, my first tip is y'all might want to grab a pen and paper, especially if you're pushing for a rank up this month. Thank you, Jordan. I love that like we were all part of that video and it was just so real, and I was very pregnant, so I was very emotional. I don't think I even cried going Emerald, by the way, but anyways, special time. Okay, first tip, publicize your goal. If your goal is not public, then you do not believe that you are worthy or capable of earning that goal. Truly speaking, like I look back on every single rank up and I was terrified to make my goal public because I thought, what if it doesn't happen? People are going to think I'm an idiot. What if my team thinks I'm self-absorbed and then they think that I'm not like for them? None of those are the truth. If you're not publicizing your goal, people are probably not going to take you seriously. Like we've got to get okay with making our goals public and saying, hey guys, this is what I'm pushing for. This is the income associated with the goal. This is what it's going to do for my family. This is how many orders I need. I'm offering some sick discounts. Like, let's get this thing going. I had people coming out of the weeds that I had never, ever even talked to before, like the last hour on the last day of the month that we went Emerald, because they saw that I was like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 orders away. And they were like, hey girl, I want to help you out. Like what products can I start with? These are my health issues. So people want to help. They want to buy into a bigger vision. And so we have to get normal with publicizing our goals and then helping our team do the same. Number 2, work every single day like it's the last day of the month. This was truly my motto in every single rank up season. Every single day, wake up and say, what needs to get done? Who can I message today? What group of people do I need to hit? Who do I need to follow up with? What post can I make today? Like every single month has to be with the same intensity, or every single day of the month has to be with the same intensity as the last day of the month, on like a rank up month. And then my third tip is your personal recruiting and your duplication efforts need to triple for the month, essentially. So a normal like maintenance month would be, I want to help 3 friends, maybe help a friend go silver. On a rank up month, like those personal goals need to be tripled at a bare minimum. My highest month ever was my Emerald month, and I think I helped 12 new level 1 friends that month. I helped like 15, if not 20, inactive ambassadors that had not been previously purchasing. And then I helped 3 brand new silvers. I had no idea they wanted to do the business, but those points compound really quickly. And so when you're 50 points away from your goal, you can capture those new orders, get those inactives done, and then help a couple people go silver. Those points compound really, really, really fast. So those are my 3. I have several other girls. Y'all, if I don't call your name, please speak up because I can't even remember who all I texted to ask for help tonight. First is Haley Ross. If you don't already know, your girl is pushing for Emerald and she is projecting to exceed Emerald this month. So tell us your tips, friend.
Hi guys. Sorry if you hear both my children screaming, it's been a night. Okay, sorry. 3 tips that I have is, like Chandler said, like working every day like it's the last day of the month. My team thrives at the end of the month, like it's their favorite thing. I don't know why, but like the last 2 weeks they just thrive and they're so excited. And so this month has been really fun to like be excited all month. We have a lot of girls going for rank ups. We have like I think 6 people that could go gold that are pushing for gold and things like that. My second tip is like waking up each day and remembering like what you're grateful for, why you're here, looking at your why. I used to think that was stupid and silly. I'm not gonna lie. When someone told me to think of my why, I was like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm just here. But I think that once you like find that reason, and like it's okay to have different whys throughout different stages. Like my why now is not what it was. Like it was, oh, I just don't want to, I want to pay off our addition, or I want to be able to build onto our house. That is no longer my why. I mean, yes, that's a plus, but not the reason I'm doing this. I don't know if she has shared this over, but like one of my big whys right now is like, I love helping other people on my team rank up, like to do the things that they want to do. Like Allison Contreras, she's on my team. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. That's not something I've ever longed for, but like she wants to quit her teaching job. And she can do that at Senior Ruby. And you guys, she's 30 orders away from Senior Ruby. And like that to me is just like, holy cow, I'm in the right place. I'm doing the right things. I got a text from a girl that had like super bad eczema on her hands. And she was like, oh, this probably isn't going to work. But she sent me a picture and like her eczema is cleared up. And she's like, obviously this works. Like that is my why now, is like help. Like, I mean, obviously your why is always help people. But anyways, remembering your why and waking up every single morning and like saying the things you're grateful for and telling your team you're grateful for them, because like you can't do this without them. That is one really big thing. We had a team call last night and it ended up being belly laughs and a really ridiculous conversation when I had all those things planned to work, but like they needed that and they needed that time together as a group. So we just loved on each other for an hour. Sometimes that's how it is. But then like sending the messages. And if you are scared to send those messages, like I get it. I hated posting about the business. I hated sending messages. And I'm not even going to lie, Hope is also on my team. And she said, I'm sending like 5 to 6 business messages a day and you're sending like 1 a week. So you need to get better. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, oh man, I'm a really good, like, Okay, okay, stop.
If I had $1 for every time I had to mute myself so I could tell my kid, hey, just give me like 2 more minutes.
Y'all, it is spring break in our house and but anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. Just do the scary things. And if you have not done an in-person event, go do one, because we did a really big one this month. And it kind of just happened to be this month. I kind of wanted to back out. But I'm so glad we didn't. It was really scary for me. It was in my not my hometown, but like this is where I'm from now, is Hobbs. And it was a bunch of people, and I was like really scared. What are they gonna think of me? Like that was the biggest thing of me ever starting this business. And in Rank Up Month, like you don't care. You cannot care what other people think. Like you know where your heart is. You're doing the things for the right reasons. And if someone doesn't see your heart, then they don't know you. And you have to be okay with that, especially in Rank Up Month. And the energy just has to be there. I will be real honest and say that I have said, oh, we're gonna go for Emerald. We're gonna go for Emerald like several times. And I was like, we'll be Emerald by November 2023. And here it is March, and like I feel it in my bones. Like it's happening. The energy is there, the team is there. Like I woke up and I know that God was like, you're in the right place. Like Rank Up Month is just different, and you have to do the things like if you need to take a rest day, which I know some of you don't agree with rest days, but I'm going to just be wrong. Like I needed a rest day. And so we went to the water park and I rested. I was not on my phone, and I came back and I added 3 people like in the next day, because I was like, I feel good. I spent that time with my family. I'm energized. And then I know my reasons why. And just finding the right support people, like talk to girls that are not just on your team. That's another tip. I'm going to stop talking, but tips: be consistent, be grateful, and work hard every single day, unless you need a rest day. And just consistency. You have to be consistent, and you can't care what people think. You know that you're coming for a good, like from your heart, you know that you're in a good spot. And if you're not, they're going to read that. So just make sure you're coming from a good place. That's all I got.
I love those. Thank you so much. I wrote all those down. Hopefully you guys wrote those down, because she literally is on fire, duplicating like crazy, several rubies, senior rubies, golds, silvers, senior silvers, like things are blowing up. So truly take her words seriously. Because homegirl knows what she's talking about. Okay. I think I have Hope Eckert next. Are you available to speak, Hope?
Yes, after my kid had the meltdown, I'm now ready to go. So I'm in the same boat with you as you, Haley. So my first one would be like I stopped focusing on what other people were doing, and really just started focusing on my goals, kind of like Chandler was saying. Like I just like narrow in on like what I have to do that month to rank up or just like even grow. And so I felt like me focusing on what other people were doing, like obviously cheer them on and stuff, but don't get so distracted by what other people are doing that you feel like you're not doing enough. Focus on your goal and the little steps that you need to do each day to get there by the end of the month. And so like I also think something major that just shifted when like was just to reach out as a business in a business mindset. And when Chandler told me to do that, I was like, no, nope. But seriously, like it really is a huge game changer, because if you literally don't have anything else after you offer them the products, they're going to be like, you're going to just be like, thanks. Okay, thanks. Bye. So, really lead with the business and be bold enough that you believe in what you're taking the business and the opportunities that it can bring for other people, like it has brought to you, that you can share boldly with the business first. And then another thing that really has helped me in rank up months, and like really just this past rank up, was I stopped telling myself that I didn't need personal development. Yes, I do like a Bible study and everything every day, which I believe is personal development in itself. But like outside of that, I felt like I wasn't able to lead because I didn't have, like, I feel like a lot of people that are smart and successful are always pulling like good quotes and good stories and good advice and stuff. And so like I felt like my cup was empty in that area. And so as soon as I started to dive in and accept that you need personal development and that books are good for you, um that just was kind of big game changer in the way I was able to lead and also pour in to my team as well. So those are my three.
That was so good. Thank you. I feel like I want to chat with you more after, but thank you for sharing that. Okay. Let's see who else I have. Taylor Sweely, do you want to go next? Taylor is another rising star on my team. She joined in January and went Fast Start Gold within 30 days. And she's just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Sure. I need to add 18 people. That sounds great. Let's do it. Like literally no hesitations, no negative thoughts, no comparison. She's just having a ball and like she's just confidently showing up doing all the things. So let's listen to her for a few minutes. Thank you for sharing, Taylor.
Well, thank y'all. Can you see me? I have my like notes on. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm very new at the business. I have been taking the products for years. Love it. I think first and foremost, just like everybody else has said, stay consistent. As much as it might feel like you're being annoying daily by posting stories or posts, reels, TikToks, who cares? Like they said, it doesn't matter. You're trying to help people, you know it's helping you. And then again, with your why, you're helping your family as well. So I'm finding that posting daily is definitely helping me. Even if it's just a story, try to at least do one story a day and you'll be surprised the people that reach out from that. I'm following up with potentials daily as well, and then checking in on my current customers pretty regularly. Secondly, I'm using interactive polls and questions for engagement on my stories and getting a lot of leads from those. People are happy to respond to those, so I definitely encourage others to do that as well. And then lastly, as like a last resort, I offer an incentive of my own, and I really do have good results on that as well. So right now I'm offering people to, I'll cover their VIP membership for the year. And then the wording I'll use is like, I will cover your VIP membership for a year, which will give you my prices on everything for that year. And then lastly, I'm just learning to be patient with others, patient with myself. I know that I'm doing everything in my power to educate people the best I can, and then I leave it there. It's in their hands at that point. And so try not to be too hard on myself if I don't hear right away. But that's my tips.
I love those. And actually, she talked to me about this earlier. She's like, should I share that I offer discounts? Heck yes, you should share because like I feel like we just wait around sometimes for corporate to like come up with a new discount or a new incentive. But like this is y'all's business. Every single one of you on this call, you own your business and you get the power and the choice to go do with it what you want. You can add a gift if somebody places an order with you. You can do $100 drawing for every 10 ads that your team gets. You can offer a free VIP membership every time somebody joins. Like you have the power to make those choices and have fun with it. If you want to, you know, encourage and foster that momentum for the month, you're probably going to have to invest a little bit into your business. I know every single rank up month, I've invested several $100s into my business, minus senior silver and silver. But that's just the name of the game. So I love that you shared that. Thank you, Taylor.
Hey,
Okay.
Chandler,
Yeah.
just really fast, I was going to tell y'all on the spending money topic. One of my friends is pushing Sapphire this month, and she will be Diamond and Sapphire. And so she is doing she's spending $1,000. She said every single person that orders on my team this month, we're putting together a pot of 1,000. And as soon as we hit this point goal, I'm drawing a name for $1,000. And so yeah, spend money on your business because she's going to be making, 16,000 every month. So it's worth it.
I
Thank
was
you
just
for
gonna
sharing that.
comment on that too. I never like wanted to spend money on my business because I felt like if they truly want this, then I won't have to. That quickly changed after Senior Gold just because I realized like offering, like Taylor said, $10 off here and there, like that's a really big thing. I also really give back to my team and I will offer them $10 codes because what they do is helping all of us. Like, does that make sense? So like, not just investing on yourself, but truly pouring into your team and your girls. Like, they are working their butts off. Like, they need a $10 code. Sometimes those $10 codes are just exactly what somebody needs. It blows my mind because it's $10, but that's what they need to start. So I would like invest in your team, but like your girls as well, if that makes sense. Like, everyone. Okay, that's it.
Thank you for sharing. Love that. Okay, I think lastly is Jordan Gibson. She is gonna be Emerald soon, and she's got several new leaders that she's duplicating. Her team's blown up, and it's just really fun to watch. So she's gonna share a couple of her tips.
Thanks for saying that. I'll put down
Girl.
this spoon I'm eating with.
And she just had her third baby, so you know, she's basically just a mom boss.
Oh gosh. Hello. Yes. Gosh, one of my things I'm glad Taylor touched on that because one of my things was don't be afraid to invest in your business. I won't go, we just talked all about that, but the bonuses you're making back are way more than what you're going to invest anyways. And so it's always really fun. But one of mine was new conversations every day. I think back to when I went Ruby, y'all, I was like talking to new people every single day, and that obviously gets harder the more, you know, you're like Ruby and senior Ruby, and you're like, who else could I possibly have a new conversation with? There are people out there, I promise. Don't let that get too bogged down. Have a new conversation every day. If you are like Haley Ross and need to take a rest day, fine. But all the other days I take rest days too. I didn't mean to call you out. Then if you're like Haley Ross, you're going to be awesome. Then be in conversation. Always, always. We've talked about this too, consistency, but in posting, I'll never forget when Jordan told me it's okay to post twice a day. And I'm like, on Facebook? Oh no, that's annoying. Not everyone is going to see your post on Facebook. Not everyone is looking at your stories every single day. So quit thinking about what everyone else is thinking and just do the things. If y'all follow Katie Alger, that girl is always posting. I'm about to unfriend you. I love you, but I see your stuff all the time. It's incredible. People are going to see her stuff all the time, and they're going to see the new things. They're going to see one post here. They're going to see another post 2 weeks later. They're not most likely seeing every single thing she's posting. You're going to post. So be consistent in posting. Life, Plexus, business, all the things. Also don't be a Plexus billboard. One last thing I have is prepping for your rank up months in advance. It was, when did I go senior Ruby? No, this was Ruby, because I remember in December, I was like, okay, here we are in December. In January, I'm going to prep for Ruby, and I'm going Ruby in February. And guess what? We went February, Ruby, 28 days in the month. So taking those months to plan and see what girls can I have rank up? Who can I have make shout out posts? Where do my points need to be? Where do my ads need to be? And then go add 20 people that month and rank up. So plan your rank up months in advance. That's all I got.
Yes, I love those. And I love that you mentioned about posting. I kind of got smacked with a little bit of humility, like probably a month ago. And I was like, wow, my posting has kind of sucked and my funnel is a little bit dry. And I had been convicted by Rebecca. I think she shared that she was posting like 18 times a day, and then started following Kinley Severns. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people are posting literally like 18 times a day. So I started posting twice a day, and I'm not kidding. I have like 20 to 30 really solid conversations right now. Like, I know for a fact I'll sign 6 this month. And that hasn't happened in a very long time, pure transparency. So if you need to up your game, if you're like, I really would like to rank up in the next 90 days, like, it starts with your posting. That is your market. That is your advertising department. Like, you've got to let people know that you're open for business. You can help them, and what products you have to offer. So going convicted, I challenge you, start posting 2 or 3 times a day and see what happens to your funnel. Bless you, whoever just sneezed. Shelby, bless you. Okay. Who else? Jordan and Marissa, did y'all want to share?
I can share mine just because it goes right in line with what you said, Chan. So just like really random, I like last week I hurt my shoulder, and I've literally been in my stories. I've gone live on Instagram, and I've like been in an arm sling. I like talked about my splint that I have. I like whatever, right? So I've been talking about it every single day since it happened. Not like super explicitly, but I have talked about it, right? And then yesterday I posted like in my stories about Lululemon and saying I was doing retail therapy after my MRI. And today I've had 5 different people be like, "Oh girl, what happened? Why are you getting an MRI?" So it just like shows you that people don't see your stuff. I've been talking about my shoulder injury for 5 days and people just don't see your stuff, right? So that was just like such a confirmation to me when I'm like, dang, I'm in my stories again, mixing up my pink drink. It's like, no, they might not have seen it for the last 5 days. And so that's just like a really, really good reminder. And I look back all the time on the month that we went Emerald, and I was just shamelessly on social media. Like my stories thing would be like miles long of like little teeny tiny dots because I was just in my stories all day long and posting multiple times a day. So like that just goes back to like these people that are in high momentum right now. That's what I did too when I was in when we were going Emerald. Yeah, and I was excited. Exactly, Jordan. I was excited and everything that I was doing was fun. And then also, I think Chandler, you mentioned this, but I had people coming out of the woodworks because I was like doing a countdown. So like I did like a daily countdown probably like the whole week before, but like the last 72 hours, I was literally updating my stories every time somebody ordered. So I'd be like playing with my kids, and then I'd be like 18 more orders, and then I'd be like doing something else in my stories, then I'd be like 16 more orders. Like I was literally counting down. And people were like, "Let me know, I'm ready to order. Like I want to be one of those last 15 orders," you know? So that's, I think, really important in a rank up month. And I was super far away. So I was like nervous to put it out there. We had to grow by 600 points. So like I was really nervous to put it out there, but it's a good thing that I did.
Marissa, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll share a couple things. Pretty much all of what everybody already said, but what I haven't heard said yet, I feel like that sounded really weird. But we talked about this also in the Ruby's chat today, is like, I remember when I was going Emerald or even Senior Ruby, any of those times that we ranked up with a big jump, is I was always in my stories shaking up my pink drink. Like I was showing my pink drink all the time, even if I wasn't talking about my pink drink in that video, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I would put like little, like I would screenshot. I do this all the time. I'll screenshot like a post from HHFF on like the benefits or what a product does. And then I'll like crop it so that you can just see like the particular things that I want to highlight, and I'll throw it in the screen of my video. And I just find that so powerful because you can be talking about something and mixing up your pink drink with like this little blurb of whatever you want people to take away of what the product does, and doing that like every single day. Also had a lot of like very intentional planning of, okay, we're ranking up this month, so I want to make sure in the first 7 days of the month, I am touching base with my customers and like providing really good customer care early on in the month, so that, when it came down to the end, not just for that, but because you want to check in with everybody. Like you want to, give really great customer care and kind of have a pulse on where all of your customers are and what they have going on. And then that way, at the end of the month, if you have things come up where you're super close or whatever, you need this, you need that, like you can go back to them, and it's not like you're only reaching out to them because you're close to this goal. Like you've already provided the care and you're kind of going back. And then
Just taking the bed right now.
I had something else, but I forgot what it was.
I can go really quick.
Okay.
Some of y'all, if you're new or you're like silver or senior silver or even gold, maybe even senior gold, some of this may have been like, whoa, that is a lot, but like, just know it's coming for you. Like these things are things you will use in the future. And the tip I'm about to give you is maybe something you're not going to use when you are senior silver, silver, gold. I don't think I really used it until I was probably going for ranks like Ruby and Senior Ruby. But one of my biggest tips is get your husband on board with your rank up. I was not very good at this in the beginning, and I was like, I'm just making a paycheck. You got to respect it, right? Like, but that is not how this works. This is a team sport, and my husband is on my team, and we do this together. And so one of my biggest tips is to make sure that your husband knows what you're doing, why you're on your phone this much, and respect it. Right. I'll respect his time and he'll respect mine. Also planning in a date night, like Friday nights, I don't work. We do some, well, we did until Miller. If you watching my stories, Miller's kind of CB and some quality time over in here, but plan a date night if it's a rank up month. And the other thing is, it is not a rank up month, y'all. Even if not, just even silver is a big deal. But if my cheeks are so red, I'm so. If I come to you, let's see, Kelly. I know Kelly because we just talked and we were just talking about her getting on this call. If she came to me, she was like, "I'm going to senior silver. I'm going to senior silver." And we're on like the last day of the month, and it's like 7 o'clock, and she's like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna go to bed." Y'all, that is not a rank up month. You're like, you do not go to bed at 7 o'clock when you are 3 orders away from hitting a rank. Okay, and so you just got to know that there's some elbow grease involved. There's some like, hey, I'm not gonna quit. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but guess what? It's not. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen until it does. And so I got a message from one of my girls last month, and she said, "Hey, I have one card out. I have one conversation going. I'm spinning a little bit, not sure what my next step is. I honestly don't know what else to do, but I'm going to go make a post." So that right there is a no quit attitude. Okay. If you're saying, "I don't know what to do next. I think I'm just going to go to bed," that is not solving your problems. So anyway, that's what I got.
That's really good. Can I say like something kind of on the contrary to what you just said? Just as you grow in leadership with this, like you cannot rank up for your people. If your people are not bought into this and they're not willing to put in the work, like you can't want the rank up for them more than they want it for themselves. And I've been through that personally where like I see my girls tracking in a certain way and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you can go gold this month." And they're just like not responsive to my text, not like doing the things that I'm asking them to do, not getting out of their comfort zone, not staying up late trying to work. And I'm like, I can't really do it for you. Like, I'm not going to add people for you. I'm not going to do your customer care for you. So like, if you want it, great, but I can't want it more than you can. And that's something I've had to learn with time. Just to like release, like not everyone is goal driven. Was that everyone? Please speak up if I asked you to speak and I did not call you. Okay. I think that was everybody. We're gonna get a hard stop. That was 40-ish minutes. We're gonna do some breakout rooms and I have no idea how to do this, so I'm gonna try. And are we breaking out by rank? Right?
Yeah. So yeah, if you need to go. We're gonna spend the next 10 to 15 minutes by rank. And so these are for the girls that like really want some like in-depth tips. Like you want some in-depth time with a Ruby or senior Ruby, a Jewel on this team. So we're gonna break out by rank really quick, connect a little bit, idea share. If you want to get off, great. If you want to get on with your rank, great. Chandler, you'll create breakout rooms. And so silver, we'll do silver, senior silver, gold, and senior gold. And these are ranks that you want to achieve. Okay. These are things you are pushing towards. So if you're already gold, but you're pushing for senior gold, hit that senior gold room. Okay. So stay on just a second. She'll make the breakout rooms live. It takes just a second. If you are silver, you're going to be with me and Lauren Davis Cook, because I can't say Lauren Cook because that is weird.
I think you're open. I'll check it.
I've actually never joined a breakout room. I've only done the breakout room. So do y'all see him? How do you get to him, Jordan Gibson?
You might have to go to the 3 little buttons or the 3 little dots that say more. I don't know. I'm on my iPad, but if you go to more,
if you're on your phone,
rooms,
Jordan, there's like a little square. There's 4 squares at the top. If you're on your phone. Are you on your phone?
Join breakout room.
I see people joining.
That's it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start recording now, right? Yeah. Okay. Bye.